Thank you for joining me. Today we're going to paint this water lily. Meeden sent me their watercolor papers, all are 100% cotton. 3 types of textures: cold press, hot press, and rough, for me to do some comparisons in my demonstrations. If you want to try these papers, look down in the description for the coupon code. Today I'm going to use the rough paper for this painting. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, here's an exciting new reason for you to subscribe now. From here on, I will publish 3 new learning videos every week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on Sunday, the reference image for the video that most viewed and commented, I will upload it on YouTube for my subscribers to download. How to subscribe? Click the subscribe button below this video. I will give you 5 seconds before we start the painting. You know, I use exclusively the brushes from enjoyingart. Order yours today at enjoyingart.com brushes. The color of the water lily has some cooler red and a little bit regular Winsor red. So I'm going to use this alizarin. I'm going to use a little bit of this alizarin to start with. I'm going to directly paint the shape onto the areas of the water lily flower. Okay, here we go. I'm going to open the brush like this. I'm thinking about how big I'm going to paint it. The biggest would be from this side to this side. It will be about 1/3, right? And the middle also very much about 1/3 from the top over here. And like this, I'm going to paint the petal right in the middle, like that. A little bit dry brush. Okay, keep in mind that this rough watercolor paper is very, very dusty. So I'm going to need to have a lot more water. Okay, a lot more water, like that. Here you go. I'm going to take a look again. That's the middle. Very good. Like that. And then this petal right over here, like that. Yeah, instead of using line, I'm using shapes to create the drawing. Okay, like this. That's good. And coming onto this side, there's another petal right over here. And another petal. And a lighter petal right on this side. That's good. And this petal at the front, especially, I'm going to have a little bit blue color into it. Okay, you may not really think it's as much blue, and you may think it's as white. Actually, it is darker. So I'm going to just put the blue color over here, and as well as for those petals at the bottom, can have a little bit blue over here too, like that. That's just good. And this petal over here have a little blue too. Okay, here we go. And I'm going to make this even darker, like that. That's just good. And right at the bottom over here, it's not much red. It's more like it's just the blue color. Put it right in here, like that. That's just pretty good. And I'm going to have a little bit yellow. You can see that, the yellow color. A little yellow. Okay, right in here. Okay, that's good. And this petal over here too. And coming over. And as well. That petal a little bit too high. So I'm going to see. I'm going to have this coming over here. This is good. Okay. And I'm going to move this petal a little bit higher then. Okay. Like that. This is good. Right, now I'm gonna continue, And to put this can be come down a little bit. In that case, this come down a little bit, and this side, and that's good. Another, just light and dark, light and dark. Okay. Okay, this is good. I'm gonna soften this. Just use the water. Ooh, I really like this rough paper. That's good. A little bit softer. So here you go. This side a little bit lighter. You will see a little bit more clear after you have all the color together. So we don't need to do too much at this point, and try to have a little bit the center interest on the paper. That's all we need right now. That's good. And all right, now I'm going to start painting. Give a little color to the catch shadow. The catch the shadow, very, very dark. I'm going to take a look at that. And I'm going to give it this reflection right over here. I'm going to have this. It's just a little bit suggestions. Is going to be a lot darker. When you squint the eye, you will see that how dark it could become. Okay, it's very dark. I'm going to do a little bit faster because I want the color connected a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to do a lot more wet into that, wet into wet. Okay, this is good. And let's get that's a little bit yellow, just a reminder over here. And for this petal right here, it's going to be a lot darker than that. It's a little bit darker than that. Okay, but it's going to have a little bit. That's the drawing reminder. That's just good. And now I'm going to start also adding a little orange color from the top. I'm going to go a little bit faster. Let's see. And I'm going to have a little bit orange over here. And some orange over here too. Okay, here we go. Get more red. Here you go, like that. Okay, that's good. You really like it. And then have some reflection of those orange over here. And here you go. That's good. I'm going to paint the dark color to cover it. Some of it. I'm going to have a little bit over here. And have a little bit more yellow. And this is the beautiful gold color. Looks. That's good. And over here too. Like that. Squint your eye so you can see a little bit better. Okay. Getting all those color dancing around over here. I'm going to get that Prussian blue. And I can mix it in here because it's not really that really light. And it'll be a lot darker. So I'm going to just get the yellow into here. Now I'm going to just add those color. And it'll be have a lot more yellow. And let's see. Get a little bit red too because it's not so bright. Okay, here we go. And this color is supposed to be, here you go, like that. A little bit softer on the edge. That's good. Squint your eye. And over here. And here you go. Can be a little bit more blue. Okay, here you go, like that. You know, this is gonna come down. I know that's expected. My paper to tilt it about 45, 50 degree. Like this. That's good. So the background over here, I can let it to have a little bit softer. So I'm gonna have this, a little bit yellow, and a little bit red, Okay, this is good. A little bit lighter too. That's good. It's still pretty wet over here. This is good. Like that. Okay, coming down over here. Get a little bit yellow. Right now, just try to put all the color on the paper. Okay. Okay, a little bit softer. Like that. That's good. Okay. And let it merge together. That will be fine. When you get a little bit closer to the flower, now be a little bit careful. We need to paint around the flower shape. Okay, here you go. Like that. You can see this come up. And that's good. Okay, leave some area for the dark. Okay, get the top over there. I'm gonna get. And keep in mind the color you put in the areas may not be good enough or dark enough or warm enough or cool enough. And look at on this side. Now take a look at this petal. On the outside, there will be, okay, keep squinting your eye. You can see the color a little bit better. So a little bit darker. Okay. Now here we go. And get more yellow. And a little bit brighter. So I'm going to clean the brush. Get the yellow again. Okay, from here. Get the blue color. And that's just good. That's color a little bit brighter. And I need to make sure it is enough contrast between this and that petal. Okay, that's good. That's good. Like that. Okay, come all the way. That's good. Okay, beautiful. Now I'm gonna have let go some of the paint that about dripping down, and here we go. I'm gonna also do that over here. Take a look. This can leave a little bit more room. That's good. Okay, here we go. And paint around this petal. Okay, this is good. At the same time, you kind of wet the outside shape. Okay, here you go. And going around over here, paint the outside shape. That's good. Okay. And coming down over here. That's good. Now I'm gonna paint it a little bit down. Take a look at this petal. Can come down a little bit more. Here you go, like that. That's good. All right. Now I'm gonna continue getting there, and we haven't get the dark color in yet. We're gonna have the color get darker and darker and darker and darker. I'm gonna have this. Have a little bit. There's a little bit too much wet accumulate over here, so I'm gonna lift up a little bit over here. So I don't want it to be so light. Okay, get a little bit more red. That's just good. I'm gonna have this color right in the outside over here. Okay, that's good. That's good. Okay, that's good. And over here too. A little bit darker. A leaf. That's good. A little bit darker leaf right over here. A little bit darker leaf right over here. Okay. You like it so far? And then I'm going to come to the front. And have a little bit more of this color right here. That's it. Right over here. That's good. Okay. Always keep the big picture in your mind, okay, through this whole process all the way to the end. And you first have a good pictures in your mind. This is what you are working toward, right? And everything that you work together, just like in building a house, like each brick, each nail, each piece of wood, it for a purpose to create the final result, the final structure, the final building, right? Okay, this is good, like that. And keep in mind, the dark color I have not put in yet, so anything you do so far, it may not enough, so you have to keep thinking about and comparing with the picture in your head originally, like that. This is good, getting there. And get a little bit more blue over here on this side. Here you go, that. That's good. Gonna have a little bit texture. That's good. I'll let go. This is good. I'm gonna coming back over here. This is still very wet. Okay, that's good. And coming in over here. Now I'm gonna start adding some darker color. Okay, and before I go for that, I'm going to lift up a little bit over here. Okay, because this is gonna ping around. It's gonna see a little bit yellow gold color over here. So I'm gonna come back to paint this side in a bit later. Okay, that's good. This is fine. Okay, now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna continue, start adding the deep color. So I'm gonna mix the red, a lot of Winsor red, and I'm gonna put it right here. That's also will be very dark color, and the Prussian blue. Okay, there's two color together, become very, very deep. Now I'm gonna put it here. That's good. Expect this gonna be have some soft, and here we go. This is good. And just this two color mixed together. Here we go. Still a little bit soft. Nice. Okay, like that. And a little bit. Oh, look at that. It's really make the painting look heavier and nice. And here you go, a little bit over here, a little bit darker at the corner over here. Yeah, look at that. Okay, this is good. A little bit darker color over here. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's good. Coming in here. Okay, getting there. I'm gonna coming down over here. Okay, I know it's just gonna be loose. That should be fine. It will be a new picture. Okay, here we go. Now take a look. Come all the way in over here. There's another petal under. This is good, like that. There's another one right under here. Okay. Okay, coming over. I'm gonna have that wrap around. That's a little curved line, so it's not really that straight. And get a little bit more red, get a little bit more blue, and keep mixing these two color for the really dark tone. And here we go. Now I'm gonna actually lift a little bit right here, like that, and lift a little shape. This is good. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Get more dark color. Get more dark color. You can mix these two colors directly on the paper if you want to. Okay, just feel this. Just put it on. And here you go. Keep a little bit light in the middle. That's fine. I'm gonna put in a little other colors later. So this is still wet. This is still wet. I'm gonna put it over here to break this two side. Break it apart. Okay, a little bit more. Here you go. A little bit more. So here you go. That's good. Okay, coming over here, and the shape, and a little bit shape like that. That's the reflection is not purely straight. This is good. and coming around. Okay, like this. It get a little bit soft. Get a little red directly in here. Okay, that's good. And now coming up over here, this is getting a little dry. This is good. And on this side, leave a little bit light shape on the gap. This is good. Okay, like this. I'm gonna have this. Have a little bit, just create a little bit gap. And this is why I keep using this brush. Maybe is a good thing. I'm gonna coming over here. Look at that, the gap over here, coming over here up. Okay, maybe a little bit higher, like that, a little bit higher. This is good, and have a little bit dry brush. Getting there. This is pretty good. And I'm gonna get a little bit more water. Take more red and take more blue. A little bit more red. That's good. Now I'm gonna working into. I can take one more look, and there could be another chance for us to refine the outside shape of the flower. This is good. Like that. And coming in over here, I'm gonna have a little bit dry brush. So the rough paper, easy to create, very, very dry because the texture is so much. Okay, here you go. Now I'm gonna have this petal a little bit. It's about over here, a little bit higher. This is good. Okay, that's good. Right here. Look at it again. Okay, and right over here. Like that. Good. I'm gonna leave a little bit small light shape over here too. That's good. Now put this on. Put this on. Okay, that's good. Have some light texture. Here we go. I can blend a little gray color in a bit. Okay, it's good. Like that. Okay. Now we have the dark color almost everywhere. Okay. Now I'm going to continue getting there, and I'm going to come back over there to have more gold color. Here we go. I'm going to get a little bit gold color over here. Now we can see the color a lot better. Now here we go. A little gold color. Okay, a little more yellow. Okay, here we go. Now coming a little bit thicker. This is good. And a little bit color coming onto this side. Okay, give it a little wrapped. Okay, that's good. And a little bit gold, get a little bit more red on top of this. Okay, this is good, like that. And this is good. And I'm gonna put that color over there in a bit. Okay, this is getting there. This is pretty good. And now we look at the reflection. Now we can see a lot better. I'm going to take this and take a look at this. Is the lightest color right in the middle over here. I get that. That's good. And like that. This is good right here. I can see that there's some new development, and that coming down a little bit too fast. Okay, stop that a little bit. This is good. Now come back, continue, and I'm gonna just have the red and have a little bit gray color. Okay, here you go, like this, and coming onto this side, a little bit more red, coming onto this side. Okay, here we go. Look, think, and find a purpose for that next application. Now a lot will like that gradient color. That's very good. Okay, have a little bit tiny blue. I'm gonna just take a little bit blue color right over here. like that. Have a little bit cool. Okay, that's good. And over here too, like that. And onto this side, this the reflection. The reflection a little bit darker. I'm just take this color like that. Here you go, like this. And you have the dash petal right here. I'm gonna keep that petal right there, and that. But this will become the reflection piece. Okay, this is good. Maybe you're going to extend this a little bit more. So right now it's still wet, so I'm going to move this petal a little bit out, and I'm going to come back to refine the outside. I'm going to remove this, the whole thing, and you see that you can still put it good using the lifting. So the flower, I come back to that a little bit later. So when I have that little bit red and the gray over here, this can be white. I'm going to have this just a little bit softer. So basically the reflections are kind of soft, right? And really good. I'm going to light up a little bit over here and make that feel, but this cannot be too light in the reflection. I'm going to have this a little bit softer, a little bit light. That's just good, like that. Wonderful. I'm going to have this a little bit even glowing, a little bit lighter right there. That's good. I'll come back to do a little bit more refined. I'm going to have a little bit red right over there, just here. Okay, and that's good. A little bit darker. Okay, that's good. And that's the bottom. Okay, we need to do more rescue. Okay, clean the brush. Make sure your brush is very clean. Okay, no other colors. Okay, this is good. And we pay attention back over here. Okay, this is good. Now I'm going to come to use a little bit gold color. Okay, your eyes always look around, have the whole artwork in your mind. Okay, right here, I'm gonna have a little bit blue too. Okay, here we go. Some light color, a little bit light color, like that. Okay, here we go. They're coming around like this, like that. And I'm gonna have some color even darker. I'm gonna get a little bit brown color. I can see some beautiful brown color right over here. See that? That's good. And a little bit brown color over here. And here you go. That color broke a little bit. I'm gonna put it back over here. That's good. A little bit brown color. I'm gonna have a little bit lighter right in the top over here. That's good. And have a little bit warmer. And some yellow. And basically a little bit brown like this too. Like that. This is good. Wonderful. And take a look on this. I keep dancing around. It's try to find the balance. Okay, that's good. Like that. Okay. And something is getting together pretty nice. And over here, I'm going to break the shape a little bit. Start doing some lifting. Okay. A little lifting. Now may be a good time for me to use the flat brush to reorganize some here. Like for example, I'm gonna make this whole area here a little bit lighter. That's just good. I'm gonna have this, doesn't need to be too much, just lift up a little bit, tiny right over there. That's good. And this a little bit lighter. You see that everything is revisable. That's good by using the lifting. That's just good. Keep squinting your eye up. Okay, make sure you see all the shape, the area, how they construct together to create a very shooting, interesting orchestra. That's the music. Okay, this is good. This is good. I don't need that so clear, so I soften that a little bit. Okay, this is good. Soften that a little bit. Now we can, as I come back to mix a little new color. Okay, here you go, like that. And that's good. A little bit new color. That's good. Okay, and now think about this color. It need to be darker. Yes, need to be a little bit more darker. Yeah. Now we're gonna do the overlaid, laying a little color on top of that. That will make it a little bit darker. Okay, here you go. And I'm gonna have a little bit more blue. Now be a little careful, because if you don't want that much wet, and you see on the mixing area, all like a water puddle, and you can control it by take it out. Okay, now I'm just gonna put the little blue color over here on top of this area, because it just need to be a little bit tiny darker. And over here too, I'm gonna just soften that little gap over there. This is good. Now coming over here, I'm gonna get a little bit more blue. Now you can see just overlay the blue color on it, and it will be fine. Okay, here you go, like that. Here you go, like this. Pretty good. And coming on the front over here, also get a little bit blue color. Also make it a little bit fresh. Okay, that's good. Like that, a little bit deeper. You want it to be darker? Yeah, you can make it darker. Okay, here you go. This is good. And if you like the kind of the dripping down colors, and you can keep that effect. You don't have to remove it. Okay, a little bit blue over here could be the reflection of the sky. Okay, pretty good. I'm gonna have this coming in a little bit, break it out, and I'll get a little bit darker color. Okay, it's very exciting. You know, almost like all the things come together, like seeing this structure. Not the detail yet. Some of the fine tuning, it will be finished the skeleton before you working into the interior design part, right? Like speaking of houses. Okay, here you go. Now I'm gonna have this even deeper, like that. Okay, here you go. A little bit more, and a little bit darker. Okay, here we go. Like this. A little bit darker, and a little bit darker over here, and stop that. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna come back over here. Here you go, that's good. I'm gonna put the gold color very soon. Okay, that's good. A little bit darker over here. Okay, getting there. Very nice. And there's a little bit more in. That's good. A little bit darker right here. And down and coming back here. That's good. Have a little bit more water movement. And have that over here. See that? That's very interesting. Now you can see the subtle. Very nice. Like a little bit more out over here. Okay, now the thing come together pretty nicely, and the pedal, the two big pedal at the front, and need to make it a little bit deeper. I'll go over here. I'm gonna stop this, and this is good. And there's some wet keep coming down, so I'm gonna just dry this out. Okay, we're gonna come back to refine it in a little bit later. Now I'm gonna come back here to use the calligraphy brush, continue, and I'm gonna see that in the middle over here. This is very interesting. Have a little bit more red in the gap, like that. Okay, and have a little bit more yellow, just make it feel a little bit more like brownish. Is the gold brown color, like that. Here you go, a little bit over here too. Okay, now coming back here, they have a little bit deeper, and have a little bit more like a blue kind of feeling. And right over here, go through like that, little gap. Okay, that's good. Okay, get a little bit blue. Like that, that's good. Also seeing a little edge over here. Okay, that's good. Come on, get a little bit darker. A little bit texture over here. And get a little bit yellow. Make it feel a little bit more like green. That's good. Okay. That's good. Okay. That's good. Okay. A lot better on the value. I'm going to get a little bit yellow. Just get a little bit texture like that. Bring the color through. Give a little bit texture like that. This is pretty good. And take a look on this side. And do the same thing. And I think the top over here a little bit too light. So I'm going to get a little bit red like this. Here you go. Keep the edge. Okay, that's good. And a little bit blue on the side over here. A little bit blue coming through. And I'm going to have some. And a little bit darker. A little bit darker. So whatever that would be, you can think about warm and cool, but it needs to be darker. Okay, take a little bit color right here. And I put a little bit color back into that. And now I'm going to add a little bit even deeper color, just the red and the blue color. Now I want to put the edge over here, a little bit defined. Also make it feel like the water and moving a little bit. Okay, like this. Pretty good. Now I'm going to put the deep color right in between over there. Okay, like this. Here we go. And now coming to divide a little gap. And that's good. Coming over here, a little bit more clear. And this is kind of interesting. I'm going to have this a little bit more flat. Okay, a little bit more flat. And this come in a little bit more. Like that. Pretty good. Wonderful. I'm going to have this shape, rebuild that a little bit. And that shape coming all the way into here. That's good. Now coming back over there. You see, you don't need a black paint. This paint is darker than the black. It's very, very good. And I'm going to have a little bit shape over here. Like that. Now you see, all the color now come together. Now have a nice echoing impression of all different value need to be together. Okay, all the line, the shape. Okay, here we go. Okay, some need to be softer. I'm gonna get the yellow and the red a little bit like this, a little bit brownish. So this doesn't need to be so clear. Okay, here we go. Like that. Yeah, we need also some bright color. And here you go. Soften that a little bit. Okay, kind of. When you work out painting like this, it's gonna make you very exciting. Now I'm gonna get the orange color again. Get the yellow, get the red. Okay, here you go. I'm gonna have that. Some orange color, some gold orange color, like that. It's good. That's nice. That's nice. Get the yellow. Get a little bit more yellow. Okay, here you go. Right here. I'm gonna make that a little bit brighter. That's good. Okay, wonderful. Now is the good time for me to set this gold color in here. And here you go. Like that. That's the reflection of the gold color at the top. That's good. Okay. That's good. That's very good. I'm gonna have a little bit blue color, a little bit gray blue color like that. I'm gonna set it right here. So cover those white. Okay, that's good. Like that. Okay, reflection. Now this is already purely dry. That's just beautiful. Now I'm gonna start working back into the flower. So before I do that, I need to soften that a little bit. Some of the shapes stick out a little bit too much. Okay, here you go. Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna have a little bit yellow and directly put it into here. You can see that? That's beautiful. Look at that shape. Okay, like this. Beautiful. I'm gonna do the same over there. Okay, that's a little bit. Tone down a little bit, like that. Okay, that's good. Like that. Nice. Now take a look at the front over here. There's a stitch color. Not supposed to be so light. Okay. Here you go. Put it like that. And the gap over here. Put it with that 2 petal. Like this. And nice. And the inside over here can be a little bit darker. Like that. Put it nice. I'm gonna have this expand a little bit. Push it out a little bit more. And I can have just get the yellow into it. Here you go. Like that. Here you go. Like this. It's nice. Nice texture. Okay. And the edge over here. This is good. And I'm gonna just have a little bit tiny dark color right over here. Like that. A little bit dark color. Like this. It's good. Dancing around. Nice. It's all about dance. All about dancing. Okay, get a little bit blue. Little bit blue color. Right here. Okay, that's beautiful. Like that. Okay. Is getting there. Now all the connections already there. This is a little bit too down too much. I'm gonna have this a little bit higher. Also get a little bit yellow color to it. Okay. And you may be thinking about how he make that decision. Okay. That is pretty easy. I can share with you in every lessons. So how I'm making that decision ultimately. Okay. And we have member learning priest come to join me, and like this Friday, which is tomorrow, we're gonna have the member lesson for this month, which is tomorrow. Yeah, bring all the questions that you have. Okay, we're gonna discuss. Okay, here you go. A little bit more darker color, a little bit. Now it's a little bit more fine-tuned. I find that this paper is very interesting and very nice. And bottom over here have a lot more blue over here. Like this. That's good. And nice. Alright, gonna keep it like that. I'll come back to, now take a look at the flower. Now let's take a look. Almost like doesn't really need to do much. And I'm gonna just have a little bit fresh. Look at that. Have a little bit more red into here. Just but a little bit more red. I'm working on this petal. That's this petal affecting this leaf and this petal. The petal, okay? Not leaf. It's a mistake. Okay, coming here. And coming up over here. That's good. That's the shadow. And the bottom, I'm gonna have a little bit yellow. Put it into here. More like green. So I'm gonna put that color right here. That's good. That's good. Like that. So I'm gonna have a little bit light gap over there. Okay, I'm gonna use this color. Also put it into the reflection. Okay, this is good. But the reflection need to be a lot darker right over here. So I'm gonna make sure that is different. That's a little bit darker. Right there. This is good. We're gonna have a darker color at the bottom. So no need to worry too much. So I'm gonna have a little bit darker. Right over here have the red, a little bit darker right here from here down. Okay, that's good. Now start adding contrast. Okay, that's good. I like that. And have a little bit red right over here. Have a little bit shape here. Like that. That's just good. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna have a little bit red coming down over here. Now on this side, this is good. That's definitely too light. We're gonna take care of that. I'm gonna have a little bit blue. That here you go, like that. Just a little bit blue. This is good. Separate it a little bit. That's because that wet. So I'm gonna come back with a little bit, maybe just a little bit tiny. Have a little bit dry brush like that to see if there's enough, right? Otherwise, we can continue coming back to do more. Okay, this is good. Have a little bit blue over there too. A little bit blue over here, more. And I'm gonna extend this, make it a little bit softer. And coming down, that's good. That's nice. And I'm sure that the little brown color on the top over there is not really that light. So I'm gonna add that a little bit over here too. Make it a little bit darker. That's good. Soften that a little bit. Oh, that's good. Like a translucent. Like very interesting. Okay, here you go. A little bit more blue over here. That's good. Now come back to take a look at the petal right here, the flower. I'm gonna putting the color that most brightest, the deepest color right in this gap. I'm gonna put that in here. Okay. Yeah, some of the color cannot actually reproduce it in the painting, but create a new contrast. Okay, this is good. And a little gap over here, we can see the petal over here. That's the petal on the top. We can see this a little bit different shape. Okay, like that. And now we're gonna see this flower petal right here. Put this a little bit lower. And this coming over here. This is good. A little bit more refinement. This is good like that. And then the middle over here. And that's good. You don't have to make it too clear. Okay, this is good. And have a little bit tiny blue. Okay, I'm gonna put that a little bit over here. And that right there. That's good. Like that. That's good. Soft a little bit. Okay, that's just good. Very beautiful. Now I'm gonna continue using this coming a little bit more brighter. Coming a little bit over here. That describe this petal, and I'm gonna have this very nice. I don't want to over describing. Okay, I'm gonna keep some enough to let it keep some imagination space. Okay, a little bit coming down right here. This is beautiful. And this I have a little bit tiny blue the shadow like that. This is good. And I'm gonna have tiny color on this a little bit more like that. Coming here. Down over here. A little bit dry brush. This is good. And here you go. This, if you want this to look a little bit lighter, the color in the surrounding have to be darker, so can create that contrast. Otherwise, it won't visible enough, right? And this connect to this side. this a little bit color over here, the little bit blue. Now this is good. Now this color, two color connected together. And the bottom over here, I'm gonna have that a little bit. Now it's just testing your patience. Can you still following and pay attention? Okay, a little bit darker over here, and seeing this all the way in here. Now this dark color and making this petal come out. Is that right? This is pretty good. Now I'm gonna have this also a little bit darker and a little bit blue. Now the petal a little bit more clear. Now here we go, getting there. I love those beautiful warm and cool colors. I'm gonna have this. Now I have a little bit gray. Okay, coming here, there's the cast shadow on this petal, like that, softer. Continue onto that. Okay, I'm gonna have a little bit darker, so I'm gonna get a little bit red and the blue color. Have a little bit darker. This is good, perfect. And right here, see that? That's the color. And also using this a little bit darker right there, and this a little bit dark color coming out. That is good. I'm going to have slightly a little bit darker, a little bit red, like this, right in here, right over here, like that. Now you can see that shadow. That, here you go, lift up a little bit. Don't need that too much. That's just good. Perfect. And this is good. This is good. I'm gonna have a little bit red coming a little bit in here. Okay, this is good. That's very good. And take a look on this side. We need to make this a little bit darker. Again, now collectively through all the surrounding, and this petal at the front will appear to be lighter, stand out, right? But again, I'm gonna have just a little bit tiny more blue right in the middle over here, showing that petal actually in the shadow, but it appear to be more translucent. Okay, that's good. That's good. Like that. And inside over here, get a little bit yellow color. Inside over here, still, I want that showing a little bit color. Okay, that's good. Like that. Have a little bit darker. Coming connected in here. And the middle of that, I'm gonna have even darker. And there you go. A little bit more blue. A little bit more blue. That's good. Coming right in here. That's good. And maybe overdo it. So I'm gonna light it up a little bit over here. Light it up a little bit. Light up a little bit over here too. Yeah, take away a little bit this color. It's very easy to live with this Meeden raw paper. Okay, have fun. Okay, that's good. I like that. And maybe the shape I can and control a little bit better right here, like that. That shape more tip it like this. Okay, this is good. The bottom over here and the front need to get a little bit more yellow green, but at the bottom over here it's gonna look very dark. So the flowers is getting good already. Now I'm gonna have there's some deeper color. First, get a little bit more blue. Put it right here. Okay, this is beautiful. A little bit blue over here. Now we need some really dark color coming over here to refine. Okay, ready. That's good. Put it down over here. That's the side. That's good. And a little bit darker. That's the reflection of this petal. Okay, that's good. I'm gonna have this, refine that coming in a little bit, coming in all the way in here. See that? That's good. A little bit refined right there, and have a little bit curve. That's good. Wonderful. And let's see, I'm gonna refine that a little bit over here too. Okay, a little bit texture right there. Okay, here you go. That's good. Coming in over here, it can be a little bit clear, like that. Look at that flower. Ooh, beautiful. Now I'm gonna come back over here to also have some darker color for on this side. So this I'm gonna have a little bit more separate. Okay, so there's a couple strokes and separate this. Okay, that's good, like that. Okay, here you go. Okay, that's good. And get a little bit blue and the red. Okay, here you go. Here you go. You can still continue building up more and more and just making it just the way you want it. Okay, that's good. Okay, here we go. And okay, that's good. I'm gonna have that a little bit more cover over here and over here. I'm gonna organize that a little bit here. That's a little bit unclear. That's good. A little bit united this. Okay, a little bit united the color, united the shape. Okay, here you go, like that. That's good. I'm going to have a little big shape right here. That's good. Okay, and pretty good. I'm gonna have a little triangle over here, and have a little bit dark color coming in over here, and this is good, like this. I'm gonna have a little bit deeper blue color. Okay, a little bit deeper blue, and here you go, a little big shape, like this. It's good. And the middle over here. That's good. I'm gonna have even a little bit tiny more blue, just very wet. Just wash it in, and a little bit red, and a little bit over here, like that. That actually looks quite interesting together. I'm gonna have this break up a little bit more over here. Can be a little bit lighter, like that. Now take a look at the whole thing. I think that again, I'm gonna put this color a little bit softer. I'm gonna have this come up over here to, I do like that. Get a little bit yellow here too. Okay, that's good. That's good. Get really exciting when you see how one thing connecting to all others. I'm gonna move this color out and then like insert this a little bit lighter, brighter color. Okay, that's good. Like that. Maybe have a little bit tiny and divide it. And this a little bit more. Like that. This is good. And this can be a little bit lighter, so I'm gonna light it up a little bit. I'm gonna use the flat brush to do it a little bit better. Here we go. And just light it up. Maybe just good enough. Okay, like this. Okay, I like that. And that's good. And I'm just going to put a little bit tiny darker color, and that's good. It doesn't have to be a lot, just a little bit. So you feel it after a while. You feel it. There's something calling for something. So like this. Okay, give me something like that. Okay, and then you're gonna put it on. Yeah, look at the reflection over here. When I'm coming over here, get a little bit more of the alizarin. Gonna put it right over there. See that? Yes, need to be a little bit darker, a little bit deeper color. That's good, like that. Yeah, expand that a little bit on this side, a little bit lighter. And that's good. A little bit more blue over here too. Okay, very interesting. Okay, now this painting is finished. If you also like oil painting, you can see how I paint this in another YouTube channel. The link in the description. I will see you in my next video.